My daughter will become an engineer. No, she will be a doctor. I think she is interested in music. Oh, you know what? She's willing to be a gorgeous model. And what if she wants to become a master chef? Parents have dreams for their children and spend their lifetime to nurture their dreams. But once the child completes their education and grows up, he has to make a choice during his adult life as he stands on the crossroads of his career. What will help him to make the best choice? The guidelines from parents and family members, or following the advices from friends and peers, or seeking the support from mentors and teachers, and rather getting a counseling from a career counselor. You know what? What I think is you have to do it yourself with the support from all the people around you. The second strategy for completion of an ideal apprenticeship is to keep expanding your horizons. Even before I discuss the strategy, I wanted to share a few of my insights on the apprenticeship phase. So whenever during our childhood, our parents have high dreams for us. They want us to either be a doctor, an engineer, a pilot. They want us to be a scientist, and there are so many career options that they would have already decided for us during our childhood. But don't you think there's a huge change dynamics which is going to happen over a period of 20 years or 25 years down the lane? There will be a lot of changes. The change dynamics is at play. There'll be changing trends, and the factors which influence change are at their power play. So in such a scenario, the aspirations of our parents would actually narrow down the kind of exposure in terms of skill that we get. It's a narrowing down effect wherein we are limiting the possibilities of how a human potential can completely blossom. So in this direction, I just wanted to have this realization, or I want the parents to ask themselves these questions by thinking, or by having a future prospect of your child's career, getting them into an engineering or a doctor. You are actually limiting the possibilities of expanding their horizons. This narrow down effect is definitely going to limit the possibility of harnessing and blossoming of their potentials. So I want to request parents to allow and nurture their dreams. Definitely you have high aspirations for your children, but it's very important to nurture their dreams in such a way that they get multiple exposures into different fields, and then you are going to be supportive in trying to finally narrow down their career choice, not until they have completed their apprenticeship. Here is a model of apprenticeship which I would like to suggest to all of you. It is, you're going to allow a proper ideal apprenticeship at the age of between the age of 14 to 25 years. You're going to allow your children to explore the world by undergoing an apprenticeship in the age group of 14 to 25 years. So once your child gets exposed to the apprenticeship world, he gets to experience different fields, meet different kind of people, and know the working of different systems. So this is the best strategy to help your child get exposed to different fields. It could be science, it could be commerce. So the moment you're just fixing them onto one particular career track, they are definitely going to be good at it, but then it should have been, they will not know what is right and wrong. They will not know what is that they want until and unless you present to them into a world of expanded horizons. So when they get multiple exposures at the age when they are at the crossroads of their career, it is easier for them to take decisions, and then the consistency that is required. They have to continue their work without any frustration, without getting bored, or even without getting repressed. So if you want to present your children to the world making the right career choice, which is very close, they were so passionate about their work, I think that is a wonderful gift and the career choice a child is going to make when they are on the crossroads. So in order to place them into a situation where they're able to have great clarity on their decisions, and they're going to make their best choice based on their interests and their natural inclinations, that is going to happen once you give them the freedom of apprenticeship, give them a proper exposure of apprenticeship in the period of 14 to 25 years, and then define their career choice. The second strategy of apprenticeship is to keep expanding your horizons. Here is the reality of apprenticeship. No one is going to help you or guide you in designing your apprenticeship. You have to do it yourself. You have to be decisive in making decisions, and you have to be proactive in execution with great energy. When you're going to enter the apprenticeship phase, at the beginning, generally you are working from the lowest position. Your access to knowledge and people is defined by your status. You have to be very careful not to accept your status and be defined by it. It is very important that you will struggle to outgrow your limitations. Do not be defined by your limitations. Instead, learn, put efforts to outgrow your limitations, and you have to continuously work to expand your horizons. The second strategy and key to apprenticeship is to keep expanding your horizons. When you're being exposed to the real world, you have to develop competence to be successful in the real world. You just can't settle for less. You should not limit the subjects that you're going to learn, but instead you have to put yourself and expose yourself to different fields and acquire different skills. So when you are going to meet the reality of the world, it is very important to be capable and competent enough by learning several subjects and acquiring different skills. It is also equally important to develop your social skills. The people in your field and your immediate circle have their own stories and their perceptions or viewpoints, and this will naturally help you to expand your horizons. It is very important to mingle with different types of people, and this will slowly widen your network. You can also get enough training so that it will add to the dynamics of developing and building your social skill. You have to relentlessly pursue and expand your horizons so that you are going to expand your mind and the creative imagination of your mind and help it to synchronize with the reality of the world. Whenever you feel you're getting settled into some circle, it is very important to force yourself, shake up, and then expose yourself to face new challenges. When you're expanding your mind, you will be redefining your limitations. You will be outgrowing your limitations because your mind is expansive. The faculty of imagination is limitless, and when you're limited by the reality of life, the idea, the intelligence is to integrate yourself, and like a smart sailor, you're going to integrate your skills in trying to sail in the roughness of the sea. So in a similar way, you are going to expand your mind and become the skillful sailor in handling the realities of life. In the process, what happens is you will have learned how to use your mind efficiently, and in the process the ideas and opportunities will come to you, and your apprenticeship will naturally complete itself. So it is very important to keep expanding your horizons. Thank you.